Take 47. Action.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. No!
Take 48. Action.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do gear review. Boxing. Don't judge me, you're judging me. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different and go over my essentials in photography and videography, so let's get into it. First up, my camera body, which I cannot actually show you because I'm recording on it now. But it's the Sony a7 IV. It's compact, it's reliable, and it's sick to use, honestly. It's hybrid, so you can shoot, you know, photos and 4K video. The only downfall about the camera is that it shoots cropped 4K 60, so that's the only bad thing I would say about it. Other than that, it's really good, and I love it. I love using it. Yeah, that's what I do all my work on, all my photo, all my video. I don't really have anything bad to say about it, except from obviously the crops in at 60 frames, but you live around it. 24 frames is all you need really, unless you want to slow things down. And then when it comes to photo side, you know, street photography, action, countryside, it does everything I can, so it's amazing. I love it, and I'm super glad I invested in it. I love the image quality and how compact it is. It just fits straight in my camera bag, and yeah, that's my camera. Next is my go-to lens, which is the f1.4 G Master 35mm with the aperture rings, which I love. I recently shot a wedding with this lens and I loved how it went. I'll throw some clips in now. I honestly loved how it turned out. I love the aperture rings on there. I think it's just really good quality, but as it doesn't have image stabilization like my 24-105, which I'm using on my tripod now, I had to use a monopod, which is a little accessory. It is. This is what I'd put my camera on, and then just used it for like a stabilization thing, and just extended it out to the floor. Put my camera on top so it's a bit more stable, you know, when I'm walking around and stuff. Or if I just wanted static shots, which is, you know, portable and we can walk around with it, other than a tripod, which you got put all the legs back up and carry it around, and it's just dead heavy. So I definitely recommend a monopod when shooting with a prime or anything that doesn't have image stabilization. Camera, which is the Sony a7 IV, which I mentioned before, also has IBIS, which is in-body stabilization, which does help as well with the stabilization of the overall video. Overall, the sharpness and quality of the lens is amazing. For video and photo, it worked really well. I love the aperture rings, as I said before. I think I've never really had a quality lens like this, and I love how you can just change the aperture on the lens, which is like, you know, something so small, but like it looks so sick when you use it. When I first got the lens, I did have some sharpness problems with f1.4. Nothing seemed to be in focus or anything, but I just gave it a wipe and a clean, and it's working like brand new. And yeah, a really good investment. An amazing bit of kit if you're shooting, you know, portrait, street photography, countryside. I'm very lucky to have it in my equipment and camera bag. It's mainly on my camera the most of the time, so yeah. That's my lens. I also keep a few small accessories, oh, I just gave it away. But yeah, I just keep a few small accessories in my camera bag just so they're there and they're handy just in case. So firstly, we've got a dust blower. I'm just gonna go through this rapid because the small accessories, well, one of them is. Well, three of them are. One of them is pretty expensive, but it really does help. So there's your dust thing. Mate, that was like £1 or £2 at NEC photo and video show, and that's really handy to have in your bag, but it does stink, oh my. So the second thing is a black diffusion filter, which I'm using on my camera now. As you can see, it's giving off this little bloom effect on the highlights, and it's really good for photo and video, but you got to be careful because it can really make or break some photos. I've had photos in the past of street photography where you just get some weird glow on someone's face, and it's really hard to, you know, fix in Lightroom. This specific filter is from K&F Concepts. I just got it off Amazon. It's really good. It doesn't really come off my 24-105 because it just gives it a bit more, you know, something special. And with the 35, I don't really put any filters on that except from a variable ND filter if I'm doing some video stuff and I want to shoot at like f1.4 or something like that. That's when you need a variable ND filter so you're not upping your aperture and ruining your settings like that. This is a cool little filter to have, and you can just mess around with it. You get some really cool effects. The third accessory that I have in my bag is this little pouch thing. As you can see, it's got little storage compartments where I put extra cables. I normally put my SanDisk hard drive and its cable here, and then my MacBook Air adapter thing, USB-C thing goes in there. And yeah, SD cards, extra batteries and all that jazz goes in there, just goes straight in my camera bag. The fourth accessory is a free world monitor. And I just normally put this on top of the camera through HDMI with a big battery on the back, which batteries are also an accessory, but I won't show you that because most people have spare batteries and all that jazz. So, free world monitor, really cool. Got all the LUTs and stuff on there. I'm not sure how much this was. I think I got this a couple years ago. I got it really just because it's a bigger screen rather than looking at your little screen monitor. Really good, use this for the wedding. Really good quality, would definitely recommend. And that's all the accessories. I also have like monopods and tripods. This one's from Minimalist from Amazon. I think they're really good accessories, you know, monopods and tripods, but it's really up to the person. I know a couple of people that don't like tripods. So it's really, yeah, it's up to you if you want to make it an accessory, I guess. So the fourth thing that I find essential in my gear is editing software. What I use mainly is Lightroom Classic for all my photos, and for video I use DaVinci Resolve. I know a couple of photographers that don't really use Lightroom. They use, I think it's another software called Affinity. I personally have never used it. I heard really good things about it, but I'm going to stick with Lightroom Classic for now, just because I know the interface, I know the shortcuts. I love how my workflow is when I import photos and the outcome of editing photos and all that stuff, so, and exporting. And that's why I personally use Lightroom. For video editing, I use DaVinci Resolve. I love how you can color grade, you know, create nodes, edit the actual video in the timeline, create bins and all that stuff. That's why I use DaVinci Resolve as well. I think that's just a really good necessary piece of kit to have in my camera gear and what I'm using in 2024, and that's the editing segment. Okay, so I do have some honourable mentions in the gear side of stuff. I've just wrote some stuff down so I don't forget. Number 1, a comfortable bag. Number 2, a good backup system. Number 3, a reliable notebook for planning and jotting down ideas. So my bag is a Wandered bag. It's pretty heavy, but it's super comfortable. Number 2 is my backup system. So I've got a SanDisk 2TB SSD, and it's really, really good. I got it in a discount on Amazon Prime Day or whatever ages ago. And I'm really scared to look at what the capacity is in it now, because I've just filled that monster up and I'm scared I need to buy another one. And I've heard horror stories about SanDisk, but mine has worked great, touch wood all my days. It's worked great up to now, and I won't be getting rid of it. I've heard the Samsung SSDs are really good as well, so I might have to have a look at that. But yeah, that's my backup system. I'm using SSD hard drive. I'm not really using OneDrive or Google Drive or anything like that. I know I should. That's the main thing I'm using at the moment. I've got another hard drive downstairs, but that needs repairing. And number 3, a reliable notebook or planner. I've got a planner up there for 2023, and I know it's 2024. But I still jot some stuff down in there just to help my brain get it on, you know, physical paper. I don't forget about it. Pretty much like a to-do list thing, but I prefer to write things down other than put stuff on my phone so I don't forget it. And I can just stick it right in front of me as soon as I wake up so I don't forget to do it that day. There's some decent ones on Amazon which are sick. All skins or whatever, piece of paper. A notebook really does help with me, you know, drawing, sketching, doing a shot list or whatever. They're definitely handy to have, and they don't really weigh anything, so you just throw it in your backpack. And it's really good to look back on the things you've done, you know, your drawings or your scripts or, you know, your shot list, and how you've improved, you know, looking back or whatever. So definitely have a look at acquiring a book of some sort. Notebook, yeah, whatever. So there you have it. There's a few of my gear and accessories that I have in my camera bag. There is a lot more, but nothing really that expensive, you know, nothing in the £1,000 ranges except from the camera itself and the lenses. I've only got 2 lenses, so yeah, take that as what you will. Remember, it's not about the most expensive setup, it's about knowing your gear and using it to its full potential. Let me know in the comments what your favourite gear is. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I really hope you liked the video. Pretty much last minute again, sorry guys, and this keeps going off and I'm losing my train of thought here. Until next time, ciao for now.